Okay, so we're looking at the revision sheet that's been put up on Moodle, and we'll go through all the steps, and hopefully you'll get something out of it. It might go for a fair while because there's a lot of questions, so let's get started. So the idea will be that you'll have a look at the questions, and then when I say pause, you'll pause and then have a go yourself. Obviously, if you're running out of time, you'll just be looking at me doing the questions. Okay, so we're going to start off with some substitutions. Okay, so it's substitution, not transposition, so it's just straight in with the numbers. Okay, so pause, and when you're ready, come back live. Okay, so the first one is L times B. There's no symbol in between, so it's a time sign, so it's just 4.7 times 3.5. It says 3 decimal places where appropriate, so we'll see what we've got here with this first one. So 4.7 times 3.5. And that equals 16.45. So we don't do 3 decimal places because it stops. Okay, next one, area equals pi times radius squared. And pi is just on your calculator, 4.8 squared. So we'll see what this one equals. This will have lots of decimal places. So shift pi multiplied by 4.8 squared. And this time we'll go to 3 decimal places, so it's 72.382. There's no units, so we don't have to worry about it. Okay, E equals a half times M times V squared. Okay, so this is, again, low-level calculations. Shouldn't take you too long to do these. In a test situation, there's no decimal places. Okay, so you won't get too many like that. Just remember, if there's nothing in between, then you have a time sign. Moving on. Okay, so this time we've got to evaluate A. So we don't have to do a transposition, but we could do a transposition. Same with here. We've got to find Y, and you've got to find C. So it's up to you whether you want to do it as a transposition or just plug the numbers in. It doesn't say to do transposition, so we're going to just plug the numbers in this particular case. Would be easier than actually rearranging the formula. So can you have a go? When you're ready, come back live. Okay, so we've got 16 equals 4 times t, which is 5, plus a half times a, which I don't know, times t squared. So 16 equals 20. Okay, a half of 25 is 25 over 2a. Okay, so next step would be, this is going to be a negative number, it looks like. Take the 20 across the other side, so we've got minus 4 equals 25 on 2a. And then to get rid of the a, to get rid of the 25 on 2, we just do minus 4 divided by 25 on 2. Okay, just divide by the coefficient. And that answer equals negative 0.32. Okay, so it doesn't say to transpose, so just plug the numbers in and see what happens. Okay, next one. X is 100. Capital X equals 100. Baby X equals 3. K is 4. Y I don't know. Over 1 plus K. So 1 plus 4 is 5. So we've got that so far. So we've got 100 equals 3 plus 4y over 5. So next step is multiply by the 5. So we get 500 equals 3 plus 4y. Subtract the 3. So you get 497 equals 4y. And divide by 4. So you can leave it as a fraction or do it as a decimal. It doesn't really matter. Okay, next one. F is 125. 32 is 32. You've got to find C, so we've got 9C over 5. So first step is subtract 32, which gives you 93 equals 9C over 5. And then to get rid of the 9/5, we divide. So C equals 93 divided by 9/5, and just chuck that in your calculator. Let your calculator do the work for you. 93 divided by 9/5 as a fraction. And you get, as a decimal, 51.66 repeater. Okay, so this question here didn't ask you to transpose, so don't transpose, just plug the numbers in and then just rearrange. Okay, moving on. Okay, so the area of a triangle is blah, blah, blah. Use this formula to find the height of a triangle that has a base. Okay, so we've got to try and find the height, which is that letter there. It doesn't say to transpose, so again, I think just plug and play. Get the numbers in and just work it out. Don't transpose unless you have to. Okay, so pause, and when you're ready, come back live. Okay, so the area is 400. The base is 200. The height I don't know, and it's divided by 2. So straight away you can just do 2 into 2 goes 1, so we've got 100 h. So 400 equals 100 h. And so h equals 400 divided by the coefficient 100. So the height is 4, and we've got units, so we say meters. Okay. Let's find. Next one is C is 25. Again, don't transpose. So we've got 25 squared equals A squared plus 25 minus 1 squared. So we've got 625 equals A squared. Now that's 24 squared, which is 576. So A squared equals 625 minus 576, which is 49. So A equals plus or minus the square root of 49. So the answer is plus or minus 7. So that's just, again, I don't know if you'll get penalised if you get the plus and minus, but there's two answers. So it could be that A is just positive 7, but you're not given context, so it could be both answers. Okay, let's moving on to the next question. Okay, find R, which is that letter there, which is on top underneath. Okay, so we've got 1 on R equals 1 over 3 plus 1 over 10. Okay, and so we can add those two numbers together as a fraction. Just use your calculator. 1 over 10. So that answer equals 13 over 30. So don't worry about using lowest common denominators. Now, all you have to do is flip R upside down. That 1 over R turns into R, and then flip that upside down. And there's your answer. Okay, moving on. Okay, so this next question, complete the matrix. So again, I'll just make this a bit bigger so you can see. Oh, it's not doing it. So hang on. Okay, so I'm just going to make that bigger. Okay, so what we're doing is looking at the number of roads between each town in the picture. So have a go. Like I'll do the first one. A to B is 1. You can't. There's no road that connects to itself. So all the connections with the same letter are 0, and then just finish off the rest yourself. So pause, and when you're ready, come back. Okay, so we've got A to B is 1, so B to A is 1, because it's the same. A to B is the same as B to A. Okay, B to C is 1, B to C is 1, so C to B is 1. B to D is 2, B to D is 2, so D to B is 2. We'll clean up all the gaps later. 1, 2, 3. C to D is 3, C to D is 3, so D to C is 3. D to E is 2, D to E is 2, so E to D is 2. E to A is 1, A to E is 1, E to A is 1. So we just got to tidy up a few loose ends. C does not connect to A. D and A. So D and A aren't connected. And B and E. B and E are not connected. And we just need CE. C and E are not connected. So that's your matrix. What's that number? B, C. B to C is a 1. It should be a 1. Okay, so there's your matrix. That's as simple as it needs to be. Okay. Okay, so now we've got some matrix operations. So again, these will be the standard that hopefully you'll see in the test. And have a go when you're ready. Okay, so in the first one, we're just going to add the numbers in the same spots. So 3 plus minus 2 is 1, minus 4 plus minus 5 is minus 9, 2 plus, this is subtraction, so I'm going to start again. Sorry, make sure I've got it right. So 3 minus 2 is 5, beg your pardon. Minus 4 minus 5 is plus 1. 2 minus 6 is minus 4. minus 1 minus 4 is minus 5. So just, yeah, be very careful with your plus and minus signs. Okay, next one is just multiplying by a scalar. So you just have to triple the numbers and change the sign. So 3 2s are 6 and change the sign. 3 3s are 9, change the sign. 3 1s are 3, change the sign. 3 5s are 15 and change the sign. Okay, this next one is just a scalar. You just have to multiply through with your calculator if you're not sure. So I'll show you what I'm doing. 3 into 18 goes 6, 6 2s are 12. 3 into 12 goes 4, so it's minus 4 times 2 is minus 8. 3 into 6 goes twice, 2 2s are 4. 3 into 25 doesn't go, so we can't cancel down, so it's just 2 times 25 is 50 divided by 3. So you can just use your calculator to do the fraction multiplying, and that's it. Moving on. Okay, so again, hopefully you've seen similar ones in your book, so I'll give you a minute to have a look at it. We're trying to find the matrix Q or the matrix P, and just going to do like equations, just move things around. Okay, we're back. Okay, so Q, so that's a plus matrix, so when it comes back it'll be a minus. So that this matrix here will be that there with a minus sign. So we're just going to go 6 minus 2 is 4, 8 minus 5 is 3, 2 minus minus 10 is 12, 5 minus 3 is 2, minus 2 minus minus 4 is 2, 7 minus 1 is 6. Okay, so again you can show a few more steps, but that's basically it. Okay, here we've got to get rid of the minus sign, so this matrix here is going to go back here as a plus, and that'll be the 3p answer, and then we'll get rid of the 3 later. Okay, so we're going to put this matrix behind and add, so minus 24 plus 6 is minus 18, 3 plus minus 9 is minus 6, 18 plus minus 12 is positive 6, 0 plus 15 is 15, and then to get rid of the 3, just divide everything by 3, so minus 6, minus 2, 2, and 5. Okay, so again, I'm not spending a lot of time checking my answer, so if there's a slight error, hopefully there's not, but keep moving on. Okay, determine 3 pairs from the following matrix types that can be multiplied, the order in which they must be multiplied, and the type of matrix they will produce. Okay, so determine 3 pairs from the following that can be multiplied. Okay, so for instance, if A is going to be multiplied by anything, we need something with a 6 out the front, and there are no 6s, so A can't be the first letter. Okay, so for instance, A can't be first, but A could be second. Okay, so looking here, I've got B and D, so I've got a 3 by 4 and a 4 by 2, so the 4s match up, and so the answer will be a 3 by 2. Okay. Looking again, I could do E could go with A, because then the ones match up. So a 5 by 1 and a 1 by 6, the ones match up, and the answer would be a 5 by 6. And just looking for one more pair. Looking for a pair of things that could match up. Okay, C and F could match up because there's a 7 at the back. So a 5 by 7 and a 7 by 2, the 7s match up, and then the answer is the outside. Okay. Okay, it's a nice question. You have to keep looking for which ones match up. Now these guys are 2 by 2s and a 2 by 2s. They match up, so the answer is going to be a 2 by 2, and it says AB, so you have to put A first. Minus 2, 4, 3, minus 5. Multiplied by minus 1, 3, 1, 0, and then it's rows by columns, rows by columns. You know what you're doing hopefully by now. I'll change the colours just to be different. So that by that is the first one. So minus 2 times minus 1 is plus 2, plus 4 equals plus 6. Minus 2 times 3 is minus 6, plus 0 is minus 6. Then we go down and across. So minus 3 minus 5 is minus 8. And then finally across to the back one, 9 plus 0 is 9. So this one's a pretty straightforward, and they will be on the test. Okay, moving on. Okay, multiply matrix A by matrix B, then multiply B by A to prove that multiplication is not commutative. So what we're trying to prove is that A by B does not equal B by A. So we've got a lot of calculations to do. So we've got a 3 by 3 and a 3 by 3. So it doesn't matter. We'll get a 3 by 3 answer, whichever, but the answers won't be the same. Okay, so I think I'll just do some of the calculations because it's just takes forever. So we're going to do first row by first column. So 4 2s are 8s, plus 8s plus 0 is 16. Next is first row by second column. So 12 plus 0 is 12. 4 7s, 28. Oh my God, 28 minus 64 plus 0. So 28 minus 64. 28 minus 64. That's a Friday afternoon. I need to get my calculator out. So it's minus 36. So I'm not going to keep doing. I think the answers are in the sheet, but if I switch the order around and put the 2 minus 1 1 3 0 2 7 8 minus 3, if I put that first and then put the A second, let's just do the first calculations. But I'm not going to go through all of it. It just takes too long. Okay, so first row by first column, we've got 2 4s are 8, 8 and 9 is 17. So we've got 8 plus 9 is 17 plus 70. So the first number is 87. Then we go first row by second column. So minus 16 plus 12 is minus 4 plus 7 is plus 3. So I think it's a 3. And I'll do one more number, but I don't have time. So 2 zeros, minus 6 plus 35 is plus 29. So you can see that they're not the same. So they're definitely not commutative. Again, there should be an answer on the bottom of the worksheet. You can go through that yourself. Okay, let's move on. Okay, complete the following sentence in your own words. As can be seen from the previous example, matrices are not necessarily commutative, which means the order is important. Okay, so whatever the order is in the question, you can't change it. So AB is not BA. Okay, so whatever the order is in the question, stick to the order. Okay, straightforward. Okay, you can add in any order, but you can't multiply. Okay. Right up. Let's have a look at this one. So they're looking for the results in listing in order of first, second, and third. Okay, so it's just looking at the information and putting them into the matrix, and then we're going to multiply by the weighting to get a new score. So, like in the maths, so you got 78, 63, 77. So 78 is first, then 77, then 63. I say I'll do the first one. You need to pause and then finish off the rest yourself. Okay, so next one, art is 88. 77, 61. English is 88, 76, and 35. And history is 89, 72, 59. So this is a 3 by 3 matrix, and this is a 3 rows, 1 column matrix. So we're going to multiply those two together, and the answer will be a 3 by 1. So it's going to look exactly the same as that matrix. What does it? Oh, hang on. Beg your pardon. That's a 4 by 3. 4 rows. And so the answer will be a 4 by 1. My mistake. Okay, 4 by 3 and a 3 by 1 gives you a 4 by 1. Okay. So I'll just do the first one. So the maths results. Okay, so we're going to multiply that by that. So 78 multiplied by 0.25 to make it a percentage, to make it a decimal, plus 77 times 0.35 plus 63 times 0.4 equals, it's a bit of a, so I got 71.65. So that doesn't seem fair that your weakest subject gets multiplied by the highest weighting. But anyway, that's what they've done. So I'm not going to finish the other two yourself. You can check the answers at the back. Okay, moving on. Okay, so we're looking at inverses, so don't forget the determinant. So the inverse of a matrix is 1 over AD minus BC, and then you've got to switch your matrix over, so it's DA minus B minus C. Okay, so have a go at those two, and again, straightforward, and these are on the test for sure. Okay, so we're back. So we've got 1 over 6 minus 4, so it's going to be 1/10. Okay, so it's AD minus BC, but we had a minus when we did that. Okay, so see my numbers again, and then the 2 and the 3 switch, and the 1 and the minus 4 change signs, so that's done. Okay, 1 over minus 12 minus 12. Now, minus 12 plus 12 equals 0, so this, no inverse possible. So it's a singular matrix. So when we did the AD minus BC, minus 12 minus 12 are the same number, so you can't get an inverse. Okay. Okay, which of these is the multiplicative inverse? So you're looking, which of those is the identity matrix? So the multiplicative in identity is just the identity matrix, and it's that matrix there. All those other matrices aren't what you wanted. Okay, moving on. Okay, we've still got about 7 slides to go. Okay, so this is what we did right at the end in the 2 classes. So what's the order of the matrix X, and then solve for X. So basically, this is a 2 by 2. This is a 2 by 2. So X must be a 2 by 2. Otherwise, you wouldn't get a 2 by 2 answer for B. Okay, so matrix X must be a 2 by 2. And this is what we did on the other day. So AX equals B. You've got to isolate X, so you've got to get rid of A. So can you have a go? Look back at your notes if you need to. Okay, we're back. So matrix X, we've got to stick the inverse out the front. So we have to stick the inverse out the front. And then A minus 1 equals 1 over AD 6 minus BC is 5. And then we put matrix A, we've got to switch the numbers, so 2 and 3 switch, minus 5 and minus 1 switch. And then we multiply by B, which is 6, 10, minus 4, 12. Now, this number here is just 1 because 6 minus 5 is 1, so we don't have to worry about the 1. You can just, 1 is 1. Okay, so then we've just got to do our multiply. So 2 6 is 12. 12 plus 20 is 32. 20 minus 60 is minus 40. Minus 6 minus 12 is minus 18. Minus 10 plus 36 is 26. So basically, you don't have time to check, but if you had 3, 5, 1, 2, matrix A, and then you stick matrix B, 32 minus 40 minus 18, 26, you would end up with that matrix there. But you don't have time to check, just hopefully you get it right on the day. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so this is exactly the same. We've got to, that's the answer what we want, so we've got to kill off that matrix by sticking the inverse out the front. Okay, so have a go, and when you're ready, come back. Okay, so matrix XY will be 1 over 1 times minus 3 is 3, minus 3 times 2 is 6, so we've got a fraction answer. Switch the numbers first, then change the signs second, and then we multiply by 5, 2. Okay, so we're killing off that matrix by putting the inverse out the front, so we have to pick the inverse out the front. So we've got 3 minus 6 is minus a third. We'll worry about that later. So minus 3 times 5 is minus 15. Minus 6 is minus 21. Minus 10. Minus 2 is minus 12. And then that number times that number is 7. And then that number times that number is 4. So there's our answer. Okay, moving on. Okay, so we're up to some finance questions. Pretty sure the finance questions in the test are pretty straightforward. These are quite some quite tricky ones. This is depreciation. So just remember, compound interest balance equals P bracket 1 plus, again, depends on which class you're in, which formula you've got. Okay, so that's interest. If you've got depreciation, it's principal 1 minus I over 100. Again, it depends on which class, how your formula is given to you. Okay, so in this particular one, it's a depreciation at 12%, and we've got 5 years. Okay, so depreciation, equipment worth that is bought for that, depreciates that with 0 scrap value, the book value after 5. Okay, so we're just going to find the depreciated value after 5 years. Okay, so have a go. We use the second formula. Okay, so the depreciated value equals 18,600, 1 minus 12.5 over 100 to the power of 5. And I guess it's using your calculator. 18,600 multiplied by, open bracket, close bracket to the power of 5. And I got 9,540 and 11 cents, and that's bad luck because I can't even see that number. The book value of the equipment. Okay, so I'm just going to pause for a sec. Okay, so I'm back. I've just been checking my calculations and I can't see what I've done wrong. It says depreciating 12.5% after 5 years, so I can't see a mistake. So I'm just hoping that the answers are wrong and my answer's right, but I can't see any error that I've made. I've checked my calculations a few times, so if you can find an error, that'd be great, but otherwise I'm going to leave it as that answer. Okay, so we've got what's the original price of an item which has a book value of that after 6 years if the depreciation rate is 18.5% per annum. So this is quite difficult. So what we've got is the value, the original cost is 6,300. No. Oh, that's the final price. So we've got $6,344 equals what it started with, multiplied by 1 minus 18 over 100 to the power of 7. Okay, so I'm pretty sure we don't have to do as hard as this, but we'll finish it off anyway. So what you need to do is work out what that number equals and then just divide it, and that will give you the value of the P. Okay, so have a go and you're ready to come back. Okay, so we're back. So we've got 0.82 to the power of 7. So 6344 equals P multiplied by 0.2492857. So that's enough numbers. So P will equal 6344 divided by that number. And see what that equals. 6344 divided by 0.2492854, and that equals $25,448.74. So the original price of that item was $25,000 if it ends up at $6,000 after 7 years. Okay, that sounds reasonable. 18% depreciation, so there's no problems there. So we had to work out that number and then just divide through. Okay, moving on. Okay, so I've got simple interest. So again, simple interest formula equals principal times the interest rate times the time over 100. Okay, so see how you go for this one? Okay, so you're back. So we've got simple interest. He earned simple interest of $1,016 when he had $19,800 invested at, I don't know the rate, and the time was 9/12 of a year, and divide by 100, because it was 9 months, it's 9/12 of a year. So I just have to isolate the R. So we're going to go R equals 1016. We're going to multiply by 100, and then we're going to divide by those two numbers. Just put them both in brackets on the bottom because they're doing two things. So 1016 times 100 divided by, open bracket, 19,800 times 9 over 12, and close the bracket. And the interest rate is 6.85%. per annum. Okay, so again, it's just rearranging the formula and just plugging the numbers in. Okay, we've got 3 pages to go. Okay, so we've got compounding. So again, compounding interest formula depends on who taught you. Principal times 1 plus the interest over 100 to the power of n or t, it doesn't matter, whatever one you've learnt. And we've got compounding quarterly, so that's every 3 months, sorry. And see how we go. So this one's again hard. I think this would probably put in accidentally, as might be a little bit too hard, but let's see how we go. Okay, so we've got to get to $15,000, and we started with equals, not times. Okay, so equals $12,000 times 1 plus interest rate is 6.15 per annum, but we're compounding quarterly, so we divide by 4. Okay, and we don't know, we've got all these choices, so we've got whatever these are in years, because it's quarterly, we're going to do 4t. So what we'll do is we'll just get rid of this $12,000 straight away by dividing. So $15,000 divided by $12,000 equals, so we'll get this number as a decimal, so 1 plus 6.15 divided by 400. So that's 1.015375 to the power of 4t. This number here, 15 over 12. So I've got 1.25 equals this number, 0.15375. So this is, I think, beyond the course, because you'd have to use a thing called logarithms. So at this stage, you just do guess and check. So just put in, if it was 3 years, just raise it to the power of 12, or power of 16, or power of 20, or to the power of 24, or to the power of 28. Just put that number to that power, that power, that power, that power, that power, until you get close to 1.25. But you actually, I think this is too hard, because you actually have to use logarithms. So I wouldn't be too worried about this one. But if you want to get the right answer, you just got to raise, 5 years is going to be 20 periods, etc., and get one of the answers will be right. Okay, last page. Okay, which of the following is the best value? Okay, so what we're trying to get is, we want to get the best value, so we want to get the most grams per dollar. So the best value will be the most. We want to get the most grams per dollar, so we're going to put the weight over the dollars. So we're going to get the first one. So we've got 250 over 8.85. So 250 divided by 8.85 equals, as a decimal, 28.25. And the next one is going to be 600 over $20.80. So 600 divided by $20.80, and that equals, as a decimal, 28.85. So you want to get the most grams, so that's the most grams. 28.85 is better than 28, so that is the better deal. Okay, so hopefully you got something out of it. Good luck in the test. Thank you. Bye.